Vocal Reverb 2. So now we're going to continue on. We really didn't get any chance to work on the lead vocal, so we're going to focus on her right now. And I kind of cranked up her reverb before, and let's listen to what that sounds like. Okay, so that reverb sounds nice, but this is a common problem that occurs with lead vocals, is you want them to be up front, but it also sounds nice when you get them kind of swimming in reverb. And so it's always this really difficult challenge, is how can you get them to have all that nice reverb and such, but not get buried in the background and keep them up front. And so the nice thing is that we've already set up our pre-delay here for our choir, and we're going to use what we've already set up, but we're going to use it a little differently on the lead vocal. So the difference here is our lead vocal is we're not going to send her regular signal to the reverb and her delayed signal to the reverb like we did with the choir. We're just going to send her straight to the delay, and the only reverb we're going to hear on her is going to be delayed. And so what that's going to do is it's going to have more of the dry version of her right up in front of our face. But then the reverb that we hear has been delayed enough from her that it doesn't kind of envelop her, and it kind of sits in the background a little bit. So what we're going to do is simply change this bus from verb 1 to bus 15 and 16, which is our pre-delay verb. And, you know, if we wanted to make it a little cleaner, we can go up and change our I/O settings so that bus 15 and 16 is now called pre-delay verb 1. There we go. And now it looks a little nicer, and there we go down there. Okay, now watch what happens. Take a listen now to our lead vocalist. So you Okay, so you can hear how now it's kind of brought her up front. You know, I added her level a little bit there, so she's a little louder as well. But you can tell how it kind of has the effect of not burying her by delaying that signal before you send it to the reverb. So really, for 96 milliseconds there, we hear just her dry vocal, and then all of that reverb kind of comes around it and swarms around in the background, and you get that great effect, but you don't kind of envelop her too much in the reverb and send her to the back of the mix. So now it looks like we've got this happening here. Let's just tweak a little bit more stuff, and we'll listen to it again a little bit here. So you guess I know one who can solve your problems. Cast all your cares on no one who can bring up your day. One thing's for sure is that he will be the Jesus. Okay, so the balance is working a little better there. The vocal is standing out. The choir is nice and thick and full sounding. And it looks like we've got the vocal reverb really happening in our mix. So that's how you go about adding vocal reverb to your mix.